Dean the Dream Martin.
That's me.
Brother, I was invited by Will Foxification to be on his stream
Yeah.
today, and I couldn't make it. And I hate I hated it. I honestly hated it because you guys are streaming, and I'm sitting there in gymnastics. I'm like, damn, this is a banger stream. I'll be honest, like I don't really watch other YouTuber streams, but you were on there, Mike was on there, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a tune. I'm gonna tune in.
Yeah.
And boy, y'all got some good takes. You guys talked about a lot, and there was one topic in particular that I was like, I need to go live. Like, if Dean can't go live with me, I'm going live on my own because it's fucking stupid. Like, I actually thought it was fake, is how stupid it was. So, I think Will had said there was this thing going around where J&D and Inart are putting this on their boxes, and I kind of heard rumblings of this like earlier this week. But this is the first time I've seen the actual image of the box.
Yeah.
So this says an unboxing video is required as proof for after sale service. The unboxing video must be one continuous shot without cuts or edits and must include the shipping label. The unboxing video must be made when the box is unopened and sealed. I will be honest, that is the dumbest fucking thing I think I have heard in a long time. We have done, Dean, probably, and when I say we, I mean like the channel, like Lane does most of those, but we've done our fair share of unboxings. I post like 100 plus unboxings. I've probably contributed, maybe 15, 20. You've done probably 10, 12. Like, we have microphones, we have camera equipment, we have lighting, we have everything that we would need to film something like this, right?
Yeah.
And even then, I don't know that we would meet this criteria, right? This is pretty crazy to expect the average consumer to be able to film a video like this, you know?
Yeah. Like, who has a just on the offhand, like something to even hold your phone? Because it takes
Yeah.
two hands to unbox
I
this
don't I
shit.
don't have something to hold my phone.
I don't either.
I have a gimbal which I guess could be used, but this honestly, it actually blew, like, when y'all had this up, I had to pause the video to focus to read that I was actually reading this correctly. This fucking crazy. This is so stupid. And I get it, right? I'm I am I'm not an idiot. I know Inart's not idiots. I know Sideshow's not idiots. There are 100% people that will make a false claim to their benefit, right?
Right.
Hey, this head sculpt came scratched. I need another one, and they end up getting a second head sculpt. Or this, it happened to me. Now, I had a genuine issue with the figure, but they sent me. It was the Hot Toys Amazing Spider-Man, but the way that figure's built, the head is attached to the body. You can't remove the head. The feet are attached as well. And so to replace the body, which had a pretty significant tear in the armpit, they had to send me a whole figure. And when I asked them if I needed to return it, they said I could just keep whatever. Now, if they had told me to destroy it, obviously I would. And in the past, I have been asked to twice to, I mean, quite literally destroy it. I mean, like, razor knife to the fabric, rip it up, plastic broken. Like, they needed pictures of that. So I'm willing to comply with that. Now, I understand there are people that are taking advantage of it. I get it. But this is crazy. And part of this is just like, the reason why I'm so upset is I feel like Inart, when they came to us, we felt like they came correct. They're, hey, we're the type of company that listens to feedback. We're the type of company that wants to make the most accurate figures. We're going to look at all the references. We're going to make every detail right until we get it perfect. We're the type of company that's going to take care of you. We're the type of company that's not going to reissue figures. And honestly, I feel like in the past year, that has, in my opinion, completely eroded away. They don't care, in my opinion, about accuracy. When we brought it to their attention about Gandalf having the second staff, initially they kind of blew it off, and we were able to get some steam within the community to kind of have them reevaluate that figure. We weren't able to get the pants prints done. It's something that I've been pushing for ever since. And recently it happened again, I even told them, I was like, hey, I promise this isn't a meme, but the Nazgul that you're releasing also is missing prints on its
Rooms.
robes. And now the Gandalf, it was hard, right? Because in the film you don't really ever see his pants. You honestly hardly ever really even see his boots. But in this case, we had pictures of the costume, and you see these printings that are on the costume. It's like not clear. And once again, Asmus, who also got the pants bits right, has this type of printing, right? Inart didn't care. That shit didn't come with the printing on the robes. And that to me was like the first sign, I think, that things were going poorly. We've seen reports recently of this wrist peg thing going on, where people in regions where Inart doesn't, where like for us, we'd have to buy stuff through Kit, get it to us, and let's just say you had Michael Jackson, right, and your wrist peg broke. To get a replacement wrist peg, it's $28 as of a week ago for one wrist peg. They don't include a spares in the box. That's crazy. They do not include spares in the box, to be clear. $28. Now, I understand, and when I asked John this directly in the live stream on Black Friday or the Black Friday weekend, that I asked him, like, I don't understand why you don't have distribution for replacement parts in the United States. I understand if you're saying, hey, we cannot sell these figures, but it is completely ignorant to think that there are not customers in regions where you can't legally import the product as to sell it legally. And so that combined with, when they did that Inart showcase where it was like all the silhouettes of the figures that are coming soon, some of them I feel like are too soon to be remade again. I just almost feel like it's just ridiculous. I don't understand it. And I don't really agree. Tomater says all companies charge 20 to 30 bucks for shipping. I think you guys need to adopt like other countries. I understand if it's, what I'm saying is that they need to have distribution within the United States, right? They should have some person, company, employee, whatever, in the US that can ship a peg for $5.
Yeah, there's no shot shipping a peg costs that much.
Yeah,
I don't care where you are. You could buy a fucking one of those envelope things and ship for like what, $2?
Yeah,
maybe 5.
I don't know how it is coming from one way to the other, but from US to other ways, about $5. But this is just the
I've
dumbest
shipped whole
thing.
packages to Ian for less than that. For less than $30.
For sure. This is just crazy though. And like an unboxing video is crazy enough, but the stipulations I think are even crazier. One continuous shot without cuts. So let's say I have a genuine issue with my figure, but my phone storage fills up during the cut. Must include the shipping label, which I guess I don't really understand that either. The unboxing video must be made when the box is unopened and sealed. I guess I get, if I give them anything, maybe that last point I understand. But this is
the
just
shipping
silly.
label doesn't make sense at all. I have the figure.
Yeah, it's here.
Does it matter who I got it
right
from?
now.
It's broken.
Yeah. And I would also add that, I mean, I've experienced this before. I don't know if you have, Dean, but like you open a figure, it's fine. You swap a handout, or you do a pose, and then you realize that there's a damage or something breaks, right? The first time you, for example, this battle damaged Spider-Man, people got them open. Okay, this is great. Boom, first pose after they turn the cameras off, they snapped the hip joint. Uh, Commander Cody's a prime example. A couple days after people, when they were swapping the what is it, the hologram arm, snapping the I think it's at the elbow. I think it's so silly to me to make a thing like this, right? They came in the game, they're they seem so like customer focused. And I just feel like everything this past year has been just completely opposite of that. I don't have any problems with them personally, but it just feels like a real far cry from um, you know, I think what we were led to believe we would be getting. And to be clear, Hot Toys proper isn't any better. As far as I've heard, it's pretty difficult to contact Hot Toys and uh, to do that. But Mike made a great point, right? When you think about Sideshow, they might have some goofy things here and there, but the thing you can never have is to question their customer service. I think their customer service is so good, and maybe we're spoiled because of that. But I think if you're Inart trying to get into the game, I think the way that they're going about it is just stupid. And there's that saying, Dean. I'm sure you've heard it because your dad's a cop, or a police officer rather. But what is it? Let me make sure I'm getting the right quote here. Let's see. The quote is, "It is better than 10 guilty persons. It's better that 10 guilty persons escape than one innocent suffer." And I feel like that's the in customer service, right, Dean? We talked about it this week with the things that you would do at HEB. Yeah, you might have people that are like kind of gaming the system a little bit. You might, but you can make it right. But the last thing you want to do is not help that one person that actually really needs the help, right?
Yeah.
And I understand that, this isn't apples to apples, quite literally, right? These are expensive figures. But to put this huge burden of proof, right? Even with just the Nazgul recently, um, even with the Nazgul recently, well, I don't know. Dean's dad's a police officer, but I don't know if cop is like offensive. I've heard some police officers get really offended by that. Anyways, even
Never
recently,
heard that.
people have opened up the Nazgul and it's fine to begin with, and then they pose it, and the little pins that hold the armor in that just start fucking falling apart. And it's like, I'm not saying Sideshow has the I'm not saying that Sideshow has the best procedures, but they have something like it's like a 30-day window, right? If you discover something wrong with it, and I think that's probably a bit generous, right? I think that's probably a bit generous, but to say like you're only able to have proof of an issue in I don't know. I don't know how long it would take an average person, right? Like we do an unboxing, we have to stretch it out for like an hour. I would say if I wasn't trying to be entertaining, I could probably bang out an unboxing in what 10, 15 minutes. To say
Right.
that you're not if you discover something at 16 minutes, a minute after the video ends, or what, your phone drops and it's, out of frame for a second. Oh, well, you can't claim the warranty anymore. That is so crazy. And I don't know if this is just to cover your ass, right? Like we're going to put this in the box so that we can decline people. Maybe that's what it is. But it's just silly.
Or just like making it as difficult as possible to deter people from doing it.
Yeah. And to be
And
clear, Pop Mart does this shit too, the Labubu company. So
yeah.
I am not a fan of that either.
And
Ryan, this is for it's a company called Inart. They make like really high quality replica 1/6 scale, so like a 6 foot man would become 12 inches. Um, but recently they've started J&D as well, which does similar stuff. But I just don't get it, and it's like I think you hit it there, Dean. It's like it's just not. It's just difficult, right? It's just trying to make it difficult for people to get, I think, what they're entitled to.
yeah,
But
and I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt on Will Stream. They don't have the benefit of a Sideshow running their customer service. right? They're doing it
Yeah.
all in house.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, friend. I'm gonna get you the link.
um, like it's like let maybe it's like a slow down the volume to give us time to get to it, because it's like, with Hot Toys, it's like, well, Sideshow's going to do it, so just send them a bunch of extra shit, and let them deal with it. But
This is the quote right here. It's supposed to be a joy to open up your figure, not have to worry about something broken, and not video it. And I think it might have been Will that said it. It was such a perfect analogy. Again, I don't watch Will's show a lot, but it's like you're on Christmas, you're having a good time. Do you need to provide proof of like and interrupt what should be an enjoyable moment to uh be fucking filming it? I'll be honest, like we do unboxings and we do stuff very publicly, but I love nothing more than not being on camera when I open a figure. It's stressful to do it. Now, granted, when you're recording your proof, it's private, right? In theory, no one's ever going to see it. But sometimes you just want to open something up. You don't want to set up a whole elaborate thing. I used to do these things where I would open up packages. It was like 8 years ago, I first started YouTube, and it was such a fucking hassle. Like if just to open a mailer, to open a toy anxiety, right? But
yeah,
then now I need to set up a phone. I need to turn on the light. I need to do all this. It's just too much, bro.
and not only that, but like, best case scenario, there's nothing wrong with your figure, and you wasted all that time and effort recording for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's a burden on the consumer to hope that you've done your job correctly. It's just a
Yeah.
weird thing. And
Yeah, and some of the stuff is like QC shit. It's like what I'm doing. This should have been caught way the fuck over there.
yeah.
Why am I
And
having to discover this shit?
yeah, and I've really tried giving them the benefit of the doubt. They're very limited on their licensing, so they can't sell directly to everybody. So they're getting bombarded with, I don't know about bombarded, but people have issues from people all over the world. And it's like, are these, like you said, are they genuine? Are they trying to fuck us? Like,
Yeah.
let's cover our asses as best as we can to make sure we're not getting scammed from some dude in BFE.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. But at the same time, like you said, it's like, well, you're punishing everybody else or holding everybody else, to this ridiculous standard that, quite frankly, no one else really does this in the community.
Well,
You
to be
know,
fair, J&D is apparently also doing this, but this is a new thing. This is not normal for this hobby.
well, J&D's stuff is also, fucking like $8,000 for statues. Like,
Yeah.
that's a different price point. You know what I mean? That it's like that comes with a different level of responsibility that I
Yeah.
think is relatively reasonable when you're spending that kind of money. You know,
Yeah.
because
And
you don't want to get fucked either. I will film a statue unboxing because at the very minimum you're spending $1,000.
Yeah. This is a
You
great
know,
comment here by Sean. He's never paid for replacement parts. Even third-party vendors don't charge a shipper. That's so odd to me, though. Like, pay me, send me fucking 800 wrist pegs and boxes and everything. I'll handle it. Right? $28 is crazy. Pay me $20 a wrist peg. I'll do it. It's just silly to me, man. It's stupid. And you know, and then this happened today. Now, to be clear, I don't know if this has been fixed because when I tried to replicate the issue, I couldn't. But this person was saying that the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon comes with free worldwide shipping, but apparently the email says shipping is not free. This is from Inart. Shipping to the United States is not free. The exact shipping cost will be provided to you before delivery so you can make payment. Now, the taxes, that's a tariff thing, and that varies wildly day to day, week to week, month to month. But it very clearly says free shipping on their website. So I don't know if that's an issue that has been fixed. I could not replicate this issue, but I recall it being made a big deal that it was free shipping. And it's just odd, Dean. It's just like this is genuinely how I feel about Inart right now.
That they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
It's
Oh
like
my god.
I just don't know, Dean. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Fern, what the hell?
I don't.
You got a new
know
camera.
either.
I don't I have no faith in Inart, to be honest. I have personally decided that I'm not going to support this company or this product. Like, we'll talk about them on the show because I don't think that that's fair to you guys and to the listeners that want to hear us talk about them. But I just don't care anymore about Inart, to be honest. Like, there's that saying, it's like, if people are going to show you who they are, let them. And I feel like, they went from this company that just promised the world, right? We're going to be so accurate. We're going to do so much research. We're going to do all this. And I just feel like they haven't lived up to that. And I don't know. Yeah, that's right, Toe. Like, I'm not going to support them. I said I wasn't going to purchase any products after they didn't give Gandalf the pants prints. A lot of people have complained about that, and even with Legolas, like the braids clearly in the film a certain way, and when the figure came out, it was different. It's not even like that wasn't called out during the pre-order, and so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on because you guys were just honestly killing it on that show today. You and Mike and Will as well. And I was like, damn, it's not even that I didn't want to be there. I would have loved to, but I was stuck at gymnastics. Ryan says anybody can grow big oversized heads, even an entire company. Maybe they're like the devs of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Some of them can't take criticism. That's what I'm saying, Sam. They should have done the pants prints. But anyways, do you guys want to add anything? I mean, I could probably just keep repeating myself for a very long time. But I'm curious if you guys have anything to add to this.
Well, Fern hopped on. I've kind of said my piece on it.
Is it making me rethink if I even want to order the Daryl Dixon? Because it's a bit ridiculous. It's a bit ridiculous. I mean, you don't see Hot Toys doing this kind of bullshit, and they're all the way from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Camera did you get, Fern? You look good.
I got the, what's it called? The Logitech C920X.
Nice.
But
I think this is what we have to just start doing. When we open Inart, I need 6 cameras mounted to my chest and my body. I need my real government ID, right? I need real ID. I need my birth certificate and my social security number, along with my mother's maiden name, in full frame, along with my GPS coordinates and blood and semen DNA evidence.
Wow.
And I'm also meant to take a picture of my surroundings such that they could be identified by GeoGuessr, just in case, Dean, to make sure the addresses match.
Yeah.
Just so I can get out, so I can pay $28 for a wrist peg after the fact. All that, and then I still got to pay $28 for a peg. That it just fucking pissed me off. I was like steaming. I was like, dude, I know Will won't let me, but I was like, can I just go to the car and just call in from my phone? Like, it was ridiculous. I think it's so stupid. But
yeah.
anyways,
I'm with you,
yeah.
I'm 100%.
And maybe it's us. Maybe we're the problem, right? Maybe too many collectors, pulled one over on Inart. Yeah, DNA sample and a video of you making the DM. Or what is it? DNA. Sorry. But anyways, yeah, I need a 360 cam. 360 cam. If the video's not 4K 60, you have to pay $50 for the wrist peg, and HDR must be enabled. You left the tape out of the unboxing. Refund terminated. Yeah. If you put one cut in the unboxing, they send you straight to jail. Just straight
Straight
to
to
jail.
jail.
Anyways,
Believe it or
I
not,
love you, Dean.
straight to jail.
Yeah. No address, straight to jail. We need to make that. We need to make that meme. One cut in the video, straight to jail. Oh man, that's good. That's
Tape already cut. Straight to jail. The shipper is not in the video. Believe it or not, straight
jail.
to jail.
Isn't there one thing he says though, and he's like, "Not jail, but then jail." Let's pull it up real quick.
Overcook, undercook. If you overcook chicken, jail. Yeah, dude. I
If the
fucking
unboxing is too long, no refund. Too short, also no refund. We need. Can someone please make that please? That is. Here, let me pull this shit up real quick.
Now imagine you're holding coffee.
This is outrageous. Where are the armed men who come in to take the protesters away? Where are they? This kind of behavior is never tolerated in Boracua. You shout like that, they put you in jail right away. No trial, no nothing. Journalists, we have a special jail for journalists. You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses. You right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail.
Dude, we absolutely need to make a post. Fern, I'm tasking you with this right now. You take this screenshot and you take those lines and you rewrite them with this fucking stupid ass shit on this box, and you post that. Get 100 likes guaranteed, brother. That shit would be so funny. That would be.
I'm working on
that
it
would be
right
incredible. And then use ChatGPT to make John from Inart the Barackwan guy. That would be even better too.
Dude.
Maybe not that. That might be a little too far. Anyways, that's ridiculous. I love you guys. Everyone have a good rest of your Friday. I guess you guys are invited as well, but I'm playing some Fortnite here in a little bit. And
Are you gonna actually like tell us when you get on, or you just have to guess?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I mean,
I know, right?
I was
The other
on, and
day
I invited both of y'all, and no one got on. So I was like,
You
okay.
said you had shit to do, and you're like, and we were like, okay, let us know when you get on.
All right, I'm gonna say it right now. I will be on within the next 10 minutes. So get on, and then invite me to a party, or I'll invite you to a party when I see that you're on in Fortnite.
Okay.
Does that sound good? We're all in agreement. I would imagine us three. I can ask Jay if he wants to join. Manny. What we've been doing is running like 5 or 6 and just rotating out every match. Like someone will sit out and then just kind of doing it that way so everyone can get some games in. You don't let me know if you're online? Jail. Straight to jail.
Right to jail.
All right,
You
love you
speeding?
guys.
Jail. You charge too much for it. Waiters. I love that. All right.
Charge $30 for wrist peg? Jail.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.